Alright everyone, we are back, and I assure you we are playing a Gruul deck, even though there's no green to be seen in this hand. And actually it's worth keeping just because of that reason, since we do have Awaken the Ancient here and Firewing Phoenix, which both require a bit of extra red. So, seems good. Seems like it's actually pretty good that we don't have any green here. Hi. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I'm just gonna drop a mountain and say go. And he is running some kind of late game deck with an Elixir of Immortality. He's gonna force me to ditch something, and it's gonna be the Firewing Phoenix, since I can get that back. No probs. No probs. Okay, so now we will drop the forest and continue. Go. The Rav Rats, I don't like them, but they are messing with me right now because of the guy from Firecat. Like normally, got a sucky hand. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Good to know. Like normally they don't do a lot because, like right now, I of course this is the perfect example. Like Firewing Phoenix, I don't actually lose because I can get that back. But like even if that wasn't the case, I could just drop something that, like a land, and I probably wouldn't be in too much trouble. So normally those guys don't do a whole lot. But they slow the game down a little bit, mostly, if you have to drop a land to them. But in this case, they are actually a pain just because of Regath and Firecat. I mean, I'd rather trade it with something that was actually worth a card. And then that 1/1 he's got over there. I mean, he could end up chump blocking the Regath, Lure Sliver when I put Oaken Form on it, but so that is something. I may actually want to put Oaken Form on the Firewing Phoenix, however. And I don't know what he's tutoring here. I think what I'm gonna do, I've got a bunch of options here actually. If he plays some gigantic flyer, then it might be worthwhile to have the Awaken the Ancient out, so that I can hunt the weak on his flyer. However, if he just like is getting a removal, then he can remove the Ancient, and I lose a land and a dude, and I'm not too happy about that. Another option is to play Blur Sliver here. I mean, he could have gotten something to get Firewing Phoenix out of my graveyard. I'm just returning the Phoenix here. Like, I don't know. Seems like it's a good idea to have a flyer and then enchant that flyer with Oaken Form. But that is a bit slow. I just feel like he's running black. There is recursion in that deck, and it would be a really good idea of him to tutor for recursion. Because he probably doesn't expect me to return the Firewing Phoenix to my hand this turn, and then he gets it. And I don't ever get it back. Yeah, I'm probably just expecting too much from my opponents at that point. That is like just playing around things that most people don't play that way, so anyways, we are returning the Firewing Phoenix to my hand, and I'd like another land. I'd need another mountain though. So I could open form here, but he's probably got removal. I think what I'm just gonna do here is attack for 2 and play the Phoenix. Because now if he removed it at the end, at my end step, and then brought it back, like that's 2 cards, and then he can't block with it, because if he does, I just get my Phoenix back and keep recycling that. So he can basically never trade with the Phoenix either, if he doesn't want me to get it back. So at that point it's totally worth it to me to lose the Phoenix and have him grab it. Looks like he's not doing a whole lot. That's not a mountain. It's something, but it's not a mountain. He could just be running a lot of mass removal. I'm getting in for 6 here. He's going down to 15. And if I drop Regaff and Firecat, he may want to remove. He may want to play his removal then. And I still have a bunch of stuff at that point, so I'm okay with that if he now plays mass removal here. And I'm playing this guy because he doesn't have any blockers, and this is probably the most useful that Regaff and Firecat is going to be able to be. Because it basically forces him to either use his mass removal or take a lot of damage or play a dude. But that is a good dude to be playing at this point in the game. Okay. So yeah, okay. Deck leader's gotta go. I could have ditched Blur Sliver, but I actually kind of like Blur Sliver here. Now if he was open to me attacking, then or if he didn't have any mana on tap, I would be playing Hunter weak, but he does have mana on tap, so I could play Oakenform, force him to kill this guy. I could play it on the Firewing Phoenix. I'm just gonna play Striking Sliver and attack, and keep the Firecat back. Not a lot of point in attacking with that guy. I just don't want to play into his removal / mass removal. I've got a good board position here and I don't want to waste it. Okay. I'll trade my Regaff and Firecat and Hunt the Weak for that. He's got 2 lands open, so he can't murder in response. Oh, he's going to distress me. How distressing. I'm guessing Hunt the Weak is gonna go. Yep. Ah, that is distressing indeed. That is pretty distressing. But I can Oakenform this guy and still attack with him. And if I attack with everybody, he's forced to block it. So I could also Oakenform this guy, but then he just chomps. He just blocks here. This guy doesn't even die because it's indestructible at this point. And there's not a lot of point in that. So yeah, I gotta put it on my flyer. And then I attack with... all three of these, and at this point he's forced to block this guy. So there we go. He could kill this guy. I'm okay with that. No, actually he can't kill this guy, because if he only blocks like this, then I'm fine. Well, no. If he blocks here and here, I do lose this guy. Because that guy doesn't lose indestructibility until after it's dealt its damage. So. And he's just taking the damage. Alright, well, that's a quick game. Guess he gave up. He didn't have the mass removal after all. Or he did, but then he was like, well, then I just died to the giant. But I needed to draw a mountain for that to happen. I'm guessing he just didn't have mass removal and he was like, I can't live. I can't live another turn after this. And we're ready for another game. I've got an Oaken Form and a Fire Cat and a Volcanic Geyser. Not a great hand. With the Swiftfoot Boots, can make the Fire Cat pretty big. I guess I'll keep this. I'm not too thrilled about it, but what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do? Let's see what he's playing. Maybe not the same deck. He's running 41 cards. Oh yeah, he's running 41 cards. Shortcutter. I'll play that now. And I guess I'll make himself unable to block. Just to get it 2-1 on the board. Just to let him deal some damage before he's irrelevant. I guess he's most useful if the opponent has like one flyer and I've got a Volcanic Dragon out that can't really attack into that big flyer. And then I draw this guy and I'm able to seal the deal that way. But that is a long shot with the card. But again, I'm also not a huge fan of Regath and Firecat, so if it was a choice between those, then yeah. That's how we ended up with 2 of one and 1 of the other. He's just gonna pass the turn and discard something here. He must have like recursion. Like Runescar Demon and then bring it back. Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's planning here? Nope, there's a land. Okay. Okay. I'm not thrilled about this. Do I ditch Volcanic Geyser? Do I ditch the Fire Cat? Like, he's probably gonna block here, I would imagine. So the Fire Cat may be still useful in that scenario. Doesn't block. I'm not a huge fan of the Fire Cat. But I only have like 3 lands here. I guess I could Volcanic Geyser is 1/1, but okay, well, Volcanic Geyser's gonna go. Another Fire Cat. Okay, well, I kind of wish I ditched the Fire Cat now. Let's get in there. I assume he'll block. And then we can slowly play a Fire Cat. Then next turn, Swiftfoot Boots, equip. Then the turn after, Oaken Form it. Really slow, but that's what this hand wants us to do. So get out there, Fire Cat. Okay, well now I'm ditching Fire Cat. Another 1/1. So many 1/1s stopping my Fire Cats. And look at this. These are basically the worst cards in my deck that I kind of had to run. And I've drawn all 3 of them. So I'm not happy about that situation at all. I mean, I could Oakenform now to be able to attack for 7, but then he just kills it and I've got nothing. So I think it's better to Swiftfoot Boots and pass the turn. Keeping the land in hand for now, because he could have another one of those annoying discard guys. In which case I'm just I'm just not happy at all. Because I don't even know what to discard at that point. Look at this, he's got 7 cards in hand and I've got 2. But I'm gonna have a 7/4 guy that he can't target. Which, you know, that's not bad, I guess. That is not bad, I guess. He's just gonna pass the turn here. Well, that is something. We're going for this though. I got my 7/4 here, so deal with that. And I just gotta hope he doesn't have an answer to this. So it takes me 3 turns before he needs to start jump blocking. And if he just has like a 3/3 or I don't know, just something that can actually block it, then I are screwed. Okay, he jump blocks here. Alright, that's good. I'll pass the turn here. And he doesn't play anything. And I'm gonna play the Blur Sliver. Well, he's got a turn or 2. He's gonna unsummon the Blur Sliver. I can just play it again. Probably not drawing anything useful anyways. Yep, that's the case. Playing the Blur Sliver. And we'll attack. And we'll drop a mountain and say go. And he's dead, I guess. All that is a shame. Does it matter what he discards? I mean, I'm guessing he's just dead, so... Time's up. Well, just to be extra sure. And we beat him twice, so I could get another opponent, but there's not a lot of time left in this video, and plus it's sealed. I may spend like half an hour trying to find an opponent for a 5-minute game that I want to add to the video, so it doesn't seem like that's going to be really worth it. Welcome back. We're in a different game here with a different opponent. We are not keeping a 1-land hand, and I guess we can keep this. We're playing against Mr. Strike. Oh, I wonder if he's the first of that name. Get it? Yeah? First Strike? Yep. Okay. Let us get ourselves a forest. Unforest. Yep, let's get Unforest. Great grammar. Best grammar ever, in fact. And Time to get a mountain. Terramorphic interruption, go! Boom. Yeah, I don't want to do it at any end step, so may as well annoy the opponent with it. There is a Void Stalker. I'll trade my Blur Sliver for that, but hopefully that won't be necessary. Hopefully it doesn't realize that my Blur Sliver is actually pretty good for me. So really thinking about this? Dang, yeah, okay, he's taking it. Okay. Now the problem here is that as long as he has mana open to tap this dude, I can't really do much. So I gotta, if I draw land, I gotta hunt the weak on it. Oh, he's gonna assassinate. Okay, well. Now I'm playing the Striking Sliver, which now doesn't have haste. But it's still a pretty good trade with that guy. May as well play the Goblin Shortcutter, I guess. Again, his ability is useless here. I always seem to draw him when he's useless. Maybe that just says something about the card, eh? But I just want the damage on the board. I want more dudes on the board because I got 2 Might Evokes and a Hunter Weak in hand. Kinda just want dudes on board to be able to use that with. Did he just rip? Is this like a... Oh, okay, wait, that's like an Umbra, sort of, I guess, the idea. I don't know. Weird to look at. So... I'm gonna attack with both here. Just thinking about keeping this guy back, but now, I mean... Getting rid of that is just as good as having an extra dude on board. He's gonna take the damage. Well, I don't have a 4th land, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to pass the turn here. Haven't really been drawing lands. Oh, now he's going to use the Void Stalker? This seems odd. Okay. Well, maybe I can draw him at a more useful time later on. I mean, I guess putting that guy in my library does make my library less good. Alright, Theo. Didn't draw land there. That would have been a great time to draw land, but I didn't. So now we're gonna have to pass the turn here. Yeah, that would have been a great time to draw land. Like, I could attack. If he blocks, I could hunt. I could Might Evokes. If he doesn't, I could have played Firewing Phoenix. Or I could have still Might Evokes. I mean, that is 8 damage. But I didn't draw land there. And now it's a lot sadder for me. I still haven't drawn land the whole game, in fact. And that guy's gonna trade with me regardless of how powerful I make my dudes. Well, I guess not this guy, because it does have first strike, so... That's the thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to try and kill that, I guess. And quote-unquote waste the Might Evokes on it. Man, imagine how much damage I could have dealt him if I just threw my lands sooner. But nope, now I had to deal with this Vampire Nighthawk. And just being able to have dealt him damage straight up. He has a mountain. So he is a 3-color deck apparently, or he just plays a slight touch of red, perhaps. Well, I do have this Volcanic Geyser which can deal him 3. I think the best play here though is probably... What? They're gonna kill my 1/1. Oh. Well, hey, stop. Dang it. That would have been great. Well, it's only 1 damage I'm missing here. Yeah, I'm not gonna use my Might of Oaks here. I'm instead gonna use my Volcanic Geyser. Probably a better idea. I want to kill that anyways. I could have got in 1 damage though. And yes, I could have used the Volcanic Geyser to deal with his 4/4 flyer later on, but I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference which of the two I kill. And plus, I'm not guaranteed to draw land anytime soon, so... Well, there's an Earthquake, and that is gonna be lethal. Wait, what? No, yeah, that is lethal, come on. GG. Oh, he stopped to say GG or something? I are confused. I are confused. Guess we can do a rematch here. Hopefully it's gonna be a quick one. Yeah, not a great fan of this hand, but I guess I'll keep... L? What's... GL? Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Eat you too. Guess we'll play him. I don't know. Maybe I should play this guy, because if he kills it, I'd rather lose this dude, but I'm guessing he's not gonna kill a 2/2. And... oh, is that a black? Yeah, that is a swamp, so he could just kill... he could just murder my guy, but at least his red removal is gonna be useless. Against Oaken Form, upon Oaken Form, basically. So maybe he can never kill it. He can, however, chump block it, as long as he keeps playing an instant or sorcery each turn, he can make a 1/1, so... that is a thing. And if he drops Swamp and plays Murder, of course I am slightly saddened here. But the hope is that he isn't going to be able to deal with my dude. Well, there's the Swamp, where's the Murder? No Murder, just the cat. Well, let's see if he attacks. He does. Okay. Well, I can make my guy 6/6 and deal with his 4/1 or his 2/1. To be honest, this guy is way better, so I'm gonna deal with that guy. And I guess we'll pass the turn here. And that is the only problem about that. But I just don't want to waste, quote unquote, a Hunt the Week on a 4/1 guy that can be blocked by basically anything ever. Whereas this dude can start spitting out 1/1s for a while and keep me off being able to deal damage at all. Okay, first strike 1/1. That is a good thing to use to block this dude. There's just too many things that can block that fire cat that make it bad. So yes, haste on all his sliveries. Aha. Well, he's got 4, 5, 7 there. I mean, if I just play this guy, he has to chump block with something. And that's probably good enough here. Because if I Hunt the Weak something, then I can't attack this turn. And then I spend 2 turns Hunt the Weaking and not attacking. And I don't like that. So let's just get in there now. Gonna jump with that guy, obviously. Makes a lot of sense. So maybe we're playing a somewhat similar deck here. I mean, murdering the predatory sliver would suck now. But it did kill 2 guys, so we, you know... Well, no, because actually the Hunter we killed the one, the Pyromancer, so... Not really the case, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna shortcutter his shortcutter. We're gonna shortcut his shortcutter. Isn't that awesome? And this guy is a pretty good blocker for the 4-1 as well. And we'll get in for our 9 here, which is pretty good that we're able to bring him down to 6. And now we can use the Hunter Weak later on to deal some more damage. I'm getting close to being able to play Volcanic Dragon. So, yeah, things... Alright, well, he has another Fire Cat. Now it's getting a little... Now they're getting good. Now they are getting good. And deal me 2, take me down to 10. He can attack for 8 potentially, but then he dies. I mean, I'd be happy if he did. He's out of cards. Okay, so we win. Alright. Oh, GG. Guess that's kind of too fast, I don't know. Too fast to say GG to him when he doesn't know it's GG yet. But, either way, those are some games with my sealed deck. What an experience. My name's been Nemo. My name will still be Nemo next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you then.